Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, or should I say Marvel Universe action figure collectors, as I bring you my Marvel Universe collection. I did a Marvel Universe collection video slowly on this line a long time ago when I used to have my second channel. And the second channel is still open and actually gets a lot of views. And I wanted to kind of do an update to that, but on my main channel here, because it's the only one I use now. And I was talking to some of the guys, and my Marvel Universe action figure collection was brought up, and I thought, it'd be cool to do a video just kind of showcasing what I have now, just for my own records and to share with everyone out there. Another collection that I have. I don't have this currently displayed. It's in storage, so it also gave me an excuse to take them out, play with them a little bit and pose them a bit and just kind of lay them out and show them off. And I have them in baggies, and wasn't going to show them off in baggies, so I'm taking the time here and there to kind of, take them out, look them over and pose them up for you guys a little bit. So I don't own every action figure out there when it comes to the Marvel Universe collection. You'll also see some figures from some other 3 3/4 inch lines that were released by Hasbro in regards to the Marvel Universe, like Iron Man. What else am I going to have? A couple movie lines here and there. You'll see some figures, the Spiderman line from a few years back, intermixed with the main Marvel Universe collection. And I still continue to collect Marvel Universe, now known as Marvel Legends, 3 3/4 inch figures. Of course, the articulation's been cut back a little bit, but I still really enjoy them, and I'm continuing to buy most of them. Like I said, I don't own every action figure because I don't want every Marvel Universe action figure. So here we're starting off with some X-Men, which is my favorite little side collection when it comes to Marvel Universe, and just some great figures here. As you can see, we have our some Jim Lee figures like the Rogue, the Bishop, the Beast, the Cyclops. Some of them are in different uniforms, like the Storm and the Jubilee. It'd be great to get a Jim Lee era Storm. Jubilee's similar to her outfit. Of course, Archangel, Shadowcat, or Kitty Pryde, as she's actually called, and Shadowcat was one of her aliases, and a couple Deadpools there, which this is one of the newer ones in his X-Men costume, and then there's the older one, which is a kind of a rare figure now. And I'm glad that we got the Beast, though, and then you can see Emma Frost there, which is a nice little figure, and one of my many Wolverines. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some more figures. And here we continue with some more X-Men. This one right here is the Astonishing Wolverine. Not the classic blue and yellow costume that I would like to own, one of the few that X-Men that I'm missing, or versions of Wolverine that I'm missing. Jean Grey's not too bad, not one of the best figures ever. Cable, though, awesome figure. I don't have the one with Baby Hope. There's Iceman there in the background. Comes with a nice ice effect, and it's kind of translucent there. You can see right through him. Nightcrawler, which I got from E the Angel. Thanks for that hookup. And 2 multiple men. Would like a third one sooner or later. Figure runs about $13 or so. Excuse my phone there. There's Astonishing Beast back. Not my favorite version of Beast, but so much articulation in that figure. You actually get him to do a handstand if you really finagle with the figure. One of my versions of Warpath there in the back. Havoc, which comes with a similar effect as Iceman, but it's blue. And the Iceman I'm used to seeing is the one with the yellow, really cool yellow effect. Usually comes from both hands or from his chest. I've never really seen this costume in books. I'm used to the X Factor costume, but I don't ever see that. And of course, Colossus there in the back. Great Jim Lee there version of Colossus, or similar to that version. All right, on to the next. And here are the last of my X-Men, unless I missed someone in my big old pile over here. So pretty much the villains. I am in desperate need of a Magneto. He sticks out like a sore thumb as one of the ones that I'm missing. But I have Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Sabretooth, Juggernaut, Omega Red. I also need a Silver Samurai, so it'd be nice to get those two sooner or later in the collection. Some more X-Men. Well, basically just Gambit here. And Wolverine is brown and tan. Another Deadpool, X-Force, Warpath, X-Force. Captain Britain. The sword came with a different Captain Britain that was released in the first Captain America toy line. Didn't really like that Captain America. This one's way better, and I just gave him the sword. And then you see Mystique there as well. And then up here you see Angel. She's a great figure. The wings are sculpted very nicely, but that one of those legs keeps popping up. But yeah, I also still need Professor X as well. He's one of the few X-Men I need. But for the most part, I'm very happy with this collection here of my X-Men. Their allies and their foes. All right, on to the next. All right, so here we have some of my Hulk collection, my entire Hulk collection here. So as you can see, there's one of the very first releases of the Incredible Hulk, much more beefier, whiter dude. About the same height as this guy, though. This one's a little bit more condensed. Got this one, pretty sure from Matt Woba. Thanks again, Matt Woba. This is definitely my favorite Hulk as compared to the other one. I do like the beefiness of this dude. You can see a little Ant-Man there, which I don't remember which figure that came with. You see A-Bomb in blue, Abomination there. You see the Gray Hulk, which is basically the same sculpt. Just two fists instead of an open palm. You see the Wasp there, which I can't remember which figure she came with. Red Hulk, which has a great facial head sculpt there. World War Hulk, Red She-Hulk, and regular She-Hulk, two of my favorite figures in my collection. I love the She-Hulks. They just look fantastic. Amazing articulation. Great paint applications. Still don't have Scar. He's probably the Hulk's son. He would really make this collection complete. So there you have it. My big beefy Hulks and my lean and mean She-Hulks. All right, here we have my Heroes for Hire, Hell's Kitchen, and some Marvel Knights kind of all mixed up in one. Some of these cross over to other, little categories, but for the most part, you know what I'm talking about. I've got Daredevil and Elektra. I have their enemy there, Bullseye. Really love that Daredevil, one of my favorite figs. I've got Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Thanks again, Mad Woba, for hooking it up with that Luke Cage. I don't have the classic Heroes for Hire. I like the modern takes on these two characters. I do have the flame effect for Iron Fist, but Mother Talzin has that in her hands currently, or the Night Sister, I should say, from the Star Wars line. Threw in Deathlock and Death's Head, and then, of course, I have some of our supernatural heroes, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight. Definitely need Blade one of these days. I think he's next on my wish list, or in the top 5 for sure. And then I have the Punisher in there. An Assassin's Hand. Hand Assassin would be kind of cool to own. But we'll see. If I ever find one, I'll get it. But for the most part, it's not something I really want. But yeah, so there you guys go. Here we have some cosmic heroes, mostly Guardians of the Galaxy. You see Adam Warlock there with the Infinity Gauntlet. I have the Thanos, the darker, almost navy blue color. Kind of wish I had the lighter one because it came with the Infinity Gauntlet, but I'm very happy with that one. We see some Guardians here. We see Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Groot in his miniature form, and that's the 2000 era Guardians of the Galaxy. They're releasing Gamora, which I'm excited about, but unfortunately it's not the same uniform she was wearing when she was with this team. But it is what it is, and I wish they had a 3 3/4 inch Groot. I've been thinking about getting the Marvel Legends, but that one's huge in comparison to these too big, because I think that one stands like 8 inches tall. If it were 6 inches, then I'd be like, all right, cool, but it seems too big to kind of portray, display with these characters. And of course, I threw in Silver Surfer, Nova, and Yondu, a former Guardian of the Galaxy. Still not sure if I want that Advanced Astro pack that comes with Captain America, Sam Wilson Captain America. It'd be nice to kind of throw it in there, but we shall see. But very happy with this collection. Can't wait to get Gamora and complete my GOTGs. Alright, on to the next. Here we have my Inhumans and my Alpha Flight, along with a few extra characters that I threw in. As you can see in Alpha Flight, I have North Star and Aurora. I threw in that Wolverine because I forgot to include in my X-Men. But technically Wolverine was part of Alpha Flight. Not that uniform, but I got that one loose. It's supposed to come with a Silver Samurai, as I mentioned before. I need that Silver Samurai. Puck, Snowbird, which she's just in the form of a bird. And we have Guardian. Would be great to get Vindicator, Snowbird in her actual human form, and a Sasquatch in 3 3/4 inch form. we may get Sasquatch. I doubt we'll ever get Snowbird, and Vindicator. So for Inhumans there, you got Medusa, Black Bolt, Karnak in the back. And then there's the Triton, which is a brand new figure. Not too familiar with my Inhumans, so there's no one I'm really wishing they would release. And then I threw in Darkhawk at the back, which was a comic book hero that was released around the time that I started, first introduced when I started reading comic books. He's, from what I'm aware, fallen into comic oblivion. You don't see him anymore. And then Cloak and Dagger, which, they've been everywhere when it comes to the Marvel Universe. So, yeah. And then one thing I love about that puck is that you can do a handstand, which is pretty cool. All right, on to the next thing. Okay, so here we have some Thor figures, Thor-related figures and Captain America-related figures. I didn't realize I had so many Thor-like characters. So I have Thor here, of course, and then over here in the back, which is kind of hard to see, you see Thor, Jane Foster, Odin's son, which is basically Thor, Thunderstrike, and Valkyrie. Valkyrie's a great figure, really like that one. And then I have and Better Ray Bill in the back, which is a fantastic figure, very underrated in my opinion. Tends to go very cheap online as well to this date. And then I have some Captain America and some Captain America villains, like Grim Reaper there in the back. Winter Soldier, which is from the Winter Soldier line. I don't have a Marvel Universe one. I wish I did, but this will do in the meantime. Captain America, great figure. Then we have Steve Rogers, and this one is so cool. It was recently re-released. And there you have Baron Zemo. So, great. I'm still missing Loki and Enchantress. I think those are the biggest holes in my Marvel Universe collection when it comes to Thor. I'd really like to get those two one day. And they're pretty reasonably priced, so hopefully soon. All right? Okay, here we have some Avengers, not including some of the main Avengers that I've already shown or I'm going to show later on in the vid. So I'm actually very happy with my Avengers collection because I can't think of anyone off the top of my head right now that I feel like I'm missing. And I've got some really great figures. This Hawkeye, wonderful. Got that from The Force with Jesse. Thank you so much for that hookup. Ares over here is a fantastic figure. I have to kind of put him up front because, yeah, this guy is just bulked up and just wonderful articulation. Black Knight, we have Scarlet Witch, the new Vision, which I'm very happy that I got. Black Panther, which was a Toys R Us exclusive. It kind of has a blue wash over the black, which is kind of nice. Took the time to pose. Quicksilver. So, Mockingbird, Ronin, which is basically just Hawkeye in disguise. Spider-Woman. So, just great figures here. And I'm going to show you some more Avengers right now. Here we have some more Avengers and the Fantastic Four. So over here we have Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, Wasp. You see Falcon there in the back with Red Wing. Hercules, Taskmaster, which is kind of hidden behind there. I'll bring him up front, though he has a hard time standing. Oh, he just buckled. He's going to stay back there. He's going to relax. Now he's knocking people over. Oh, goodness. And then over here we have the Fantastic Four. I have the Flame On variant of the Human Torch, which I'm very happy with. He looks fantastic. No interest in the regular Johnny Storm. Invisible Woman. I really like this one. I know there's an Invisible variant. Not interested in that either. Thing, Doctor Doom, Herbie, and then Fantastic Four, which I wish would have come with some like stretch limb accessories, like maybe with a head with a longer neck that you could attach on there, or an arm that or something just to give it some really cool elastic effects. But anyways, here's pretty much the rest of my Avengers and some Fantastic Four. Here we have Iron Man and his rogues and allies. And here at Dead Center, we have my favorite MU version of my Iron Man. There's been quite a few that have been released in the Marvel Universe, and this is the one I wanted the most. I think it's called the Modular Armor. I could be totally wrong. I don't know my armors out well. It's a movie version. That's Mark 5 from Iron Man 2. And then I do have a movie War Machine, which is a great looking figure. It definitely has more of a modern look to the War Machine that you see in comic books. That's really the main reason I wanted the movie version. Here's classic War Machine, which is not bad at all. And then you have all the rogues, Mandarin, Guardsman, Crimson Dynamo, Ironmonger, Hulkbuster. I'm sorry, not a rogue, but that armor could have been a little bit bigger for the MU version, but I really I'm happy with that one. Got it for a great price at a convention not too long ago. We have Comic Book Whiplash in the back, and then we have Titanium Man. And here's a closer look at the Whiplash. Looks really cool. Would have liked to have seen that version of him in the movies, but it is what it is. So there you have it, my Iron Man collection. Alright, now we finish off with Spider-Man. Here he is in his different costumes and some allies. We have on again, off again, villain hero Venom in the back, which came from the movie line, I think from the first film. Really solid Venom. Then you have Spider-Woman 2, Jessica, what was her last name? Drew? Is that right? Can't remember. Black Cat, and then this is my favorite Spidey version. Just this classic costume, but this is a darker blue with nice wash. I do want to get a Spider-Man with the lighter blue tights. So it's a very inexpensive figure. I'll have to get that sooner or later. House of M Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. Really cool design on that one. Spider-Man 2099. Black costume Spider-Man. Iron Spider-Man, the first version of him. And then you have Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man. There's a few other versions I don't have of Spider-Man, different costumes that I'm not really interested in, but if I ever saw it for a great deal, I might pick up. Alright, now on to his Rogues. Alright, here we have my Spider-Man Rogues, which was really kind of hard to fit in the same frame. I didn't want to do two separate bids. I'm very happy to say that I pretty much have every Spider-Man villain that I want in my collection, except for Shocker. It was released in the Spider-Man figure line. That was released, I don't even know when. I think even before Marvel Universe was released. It's a very rare figure. It's not the greatest looking figure either. So here's hoping that they re-release that character with an updated sculpt. But as you can see, I have Mysterio. I have Rhino. This is an older version. Great sculpt. Very limited articulation. I do have this Marvel Universe more recent Rhino, which is great articulation, but I kind of like the sculpt and look of the other character. There's Kraven there. And then behind him is the newer Doc Ock. Not too bad of a figure. The Lizard's fantastic. Anti-Venom and Green Goblin. Those were hookups from The Force with his Jesse, so really happy to have these two, especially Anti-Venom because he was an Australian release, and he's very rare. He doesn't pop up too much on eBay. When he does, he goes for quite a bit. Another Venom here, which is a great Venom. Electro, got Carnage recently. Hobgoblin. There you have Sandman, Chameleon, and Scorpion, which, you know, even with the gimmicky tail, still looks pretty cool. So there you go. There's my Spider-Man Rogues. There you guys have it. I forgot Sunfire in my X-Men portion of the vid, so he'll finish off the video. Thank you for watching my Marvel Universe collection. I hope to add more figures as the years go by, as long as they keep making some good quality figures with some decent articulation, none of this 5 POA nonsense that we're getting with Star Wars. I will continue to collect the line. Alright, you guys, until next time, I'm going to say, make mine Marvel.